How's it going? Just out here for a walk today. Hoping to see a train go by. It's a hot one today. Mid 30s Celsius. And just figured I would shoot a quick intro to the next video, which you're about to possibly watch. So, this video is about the fiber optic project I did back in 2023-24, installing nearly 30 kilometers of fiber optic cable and connecting almost 200 homes to fiber to the home here in Manitoba. I received a fair amount of criticism and some judgment based on how quick others felt that I should have got the job done. And I know some people feel that I got rich off of the sale of my company. I got rich in the sense of being able to finally step away from my responsibilities and start a new life. Hopefully it's not too windy here. Just here on the bridge by the river. So I've put together this video over a year or two, several years ago. And it wasn't until recently that I felt I was ready to edit it and compile all the footage. So right in the midst of that project, I lost my father, and then shortly after, I lost my grandma or my baba. And as most people are able to, they'd be able to take some time off for bereavement and to grieve and collect their thoughts. But I wasn't able to do any of that. In fact, the very next day, we had to go back to work, working on the project, because I had a very strict deadline and there was no flexibility in the schedule. In fact, we were working till after freeze up as it is. So, I'm not going to get into details, but a lot of people had higher expectations of me and perhaps of my company. But unless you've walked a mile in my shoes or been a business owner or entrepreneur yourself, you could possibly have no idea what a person like myself was going through at the time. And I will remain unapologetic when it comes to what I went through. No one was there with me working those late nights. No one was helping me pay for the project. I extended every line of credit and financed every bit of financing that I could, and I put myself in a very dangerous position. In fact, I was very close to losing my house at one point. So, thankfully, I was able to sell my company, and things did work out. Although, to this day, I am left with paying off some of the debt of that project, and no one has offered to help me with any of that. So I chose my path and I made my bed, so to speak, so I will accept all responsibility, but I will not feel bad about giving others anything that they feel they deserved when they weren't there to help me through the worst of it. And again, I had to put all my feelings aside and had no chance to grieve. I had to get right back to work the very next day. And running this business, I worked practically 15 years straight, no days off. Some people might say, well, you went snowboarding, or you went here, or you went there. But in fact, I was on the phone or dealing with my technicians the whole time. So what some people might view as a day off, sitting on the couch or watching movies or just relaxing, wasn't a possibility for me for that whole period early 2000s to 2002. Thankfully, I've started a new life now, but I had to basically start from the bottom, starting a new business, starting from zero, and starting to build back up to what I once had. The market got very volatile at the end with things like Starlink coming out and the government grants that some of our competitors were able to get. My fixed wireless business definitely changed and became very difficult to run. That's why I saw the writing was on the wall and I needed to adjust and start connecting customers to a fiber optic network. Thankfully, that attracted a buyer, but if it wasn't for all my hard work and the help of my technicians and crew, we wouldn't have got it done. So here's a video of what I had to go through and what we had to go through as a team in 2023 and 2024, working every single day installing our fiber to the home network here in Manitoba. I appreciate you tuning in. Let me know if you have any feedback, and I hope you enjoy the video.
I'm just gonna hold that button.
This was a common site on our project. We had over 60 driveways to directional drill under, not to mention all the mile roads and all the areas where we couldn't get the plow into. When we weren't getting eaten alive by bugs, we were either fighting with weeds, rocks, or mud. We had miles to go. It's a fair amount of closures. I don't know how many there. 30 maybe. But we got quite a few to do. Busy for a while. That's the new one.
This is a new one. This is what? 10 days old, 10 days of use, I'd say. Crazy.
Forget today's old. Adventures with fiber optics. Digging a 100-foot trench here. Get around these damn rocks. 30 Celsius today. Getting her done. This section of road here was one of the most challenging. We were stuck in this location for almost a week trying to recover the directional drill head. A local told us that when they were building the highway, they buried all kinds of material here, and unfortunately our directional drill found it. At some point, we had to just cut our losses and move on. So the crew ended up purchasing a new directional drill head, and we continued with our work. Yeah, this is what is it? This, I can't even talk right now. This is what we're doing. Connecting these fucking pipes in the ground. Same with over there. But I'm hanging out with these things, whatever they are. An alpaca, maybe? I'm not sure. But they're keeping us company. Hopefully be down there later. More adventures with the project here. September 12th. The ditch is still fucking wet. And we got this machine stuck. So. Yeah, you know it. Later, we might laugh about this. Oh, we're gonna get this fucking case out. And thanks to Sean here, we'll get her out, get back at it. Alright, we got her out. No replacement or displacement. I mean, we're in September here and the water table is just still so high. The ditch is soaked. We're getting machines stuck left and right. So this is what we're fighting with here often. Finally got this giant trench done. Time to backfill. Get the hell out of here.
So is that all your line that goes right through the beach?
Yeah. Yeah, we've had several areas like this. They're just solid rock. We should have plowed through easily, but we've been having to. This fucking project should be sponsored by these guys. You know how many of these fucking things we gotta drink to get through? Down in a hole, losing my soul. Yeah, we love working in the fucking rain. That's actually that's a lie. Seems we're doing it often. Dealing with rocks, dealing with weather.
Back a bit.
This dirty hole brought to you by Celsius. Finally, we're at the stage that we're jetting in some of the fiber on the conduit that we have installed and completed. I think we spend upward of $65,000 or $75,000 on just the jetting alone. Fucking mud. Might have just to go that way. Or straight up the ditch. Well, there you go. Getting it. You can stay there. Well, there goes the boys. It's coming down.
Raining cats and dogs. What a good thing we packed her up.
Fucking
Look at them down there.
Oh shit. Then, of course, right at the most important time, we get more rain to push our schedule back even further. Thankfully, the sun is back out and drying things a little bit, but looks can be deceiving because not far under the surface, the soil is still saturated. Good day here today, end of September pretty much. Temperatures are nice. It's supposed to be plus 28 Celsius today. And we're finally beginning splicing. It's an exciting moment. Because really this indicates that we're nearing the finish line. This is the first one though, and we have probably 25 to 30 more to do before we can light up the backhaul. But for now, we'll keep doing everything we can, make the best of this weather, and keep pushing forward. Get this project done before the snow arrives. This section here is by far the worst. We could not get the plowed blade down to depth, so we're having to manually dig it. And this could be nearly 1,000 feet long by the time we're done. Day 2 splicing on the project. Another beautiful end of September day. Get another one of these vaults done. And then move on to the next. Down there. What's the longest trench you've ever dug?
This is it, boy. Half mile of hell.
Day 3 of splicing. Definitely getting colder. Froze last night for the first time of the season. So we better get this done before the snow arrives. It'd be nice to wrap everything up. You know what pisses me off is we get these people coming and saying, oh, you're messing up our field or our lawn or whatever. Well, we had this surveyed. You don't even own this property here. It's highways right of way. So take a hike and let us do our job. into the slough area here. At least the good thing about doing this in the fall is it's dried up quite a bit. You can't really see what you're doing. And a lot of this shit gets hung up on the blade. But there's the finish line. Maybe 3 or 4 hydro poles, which is like pretty much right there after doing 13 kilometers. Alright, here we are today, day 5 of splicing, I think, and getting that customer job done.
Stop it.
Fucking boys hard at work. A lot of things involved to get this cable in. Not just plowing it in and leaving. Gotta clean things up too. Monster delivery. Alright, so we've got the customer drop line into the vault there, which is being spliced in the van right now. And I got it through the back of the plow here, so it's still blowing towards the house shortly. Get this drop done. What a shit show. Going through the fucking slough here. Not fun. We got it. Almost done the conduit. Well, this is the way it goes sometimes. Think you're gonna get going home, and then you gotta call a fucking tow truck to get you out of the ditch. It's going the wrong way. I didn't expect that. What the fuck are you still doing climbing towers? I thought this shit was over. Oh well. Soon enough. We found this multicolored tree root here. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe you've seen it before. Just kidding. We snagged a phone line. Maximize every day before winter shows up here. Gonna work on this fiber drop. Customer. There's the ditch witch here. It's loud all the way over to the vault. end of October would be a nice day to be out on the lake. I'd rather be out there kayaking right now, but here working. Little tour of the yard again. Here's some fiber on deck. We've got some flat count drop wire for the customer and some main line, 48 strand. Got the camper packed up for the summer. Winterized it the other day. Walk behind, ditch witch. Sometimes we use that for tight customer drops where we can't get this guy in. The case. Vibrating plow. Use that mostly for customer drops. And the last of the vaults to go in. 6 left out of 48 we started with, so that'll be nice to get that wrapped up. And for almost November, this weather's pretty awesome. Ton of trees, then go right out here in the open. Whatever. Sometimes you get quiet time, get to enjoy a nice lunch to yourself. Except for this guy. Keep it down. We're in the home stretch now. We just have to go around that corner over there. Maybe 1 kilometer. That'll be it. Just waiting on the guys. When they're done lunch, we'll be back at it. Try 2 fucking holes. Okay, with 1. Took up 2. Might be it for this guy for the season. Time to head into the shop. This particular one's giving us a hard time. Trying to vac this string all the way down to there. Doesn't want to go. Okay, so we got Now that we've got all the main line conduit and fiber in, and some of the spurs, we're gonna try to catch up on the customer drops. Because it snowed once already, and I believe more is on the way. It's a good day here, getting the Dauphin Beach side connected. This is the far east end of the more than 12-kilometer link we built back from Dauphin. Way down there. Yeah, everyone wants to do fiber optic stuff till it's time to do fiber optic stuff. Fucking snow. Alright, winter decided to show up. We've got almost 2 feet of snow here we're dealing with. Pretty much done. If we could have had two more days, we would have had all the pulling done. And if we could have had 2 more weeks, we would have had all the installs done. We were delayed almost 2 months in the beginning of the year because of moisture. And now we got more moisture. Look at this shit, digging for vaults in 3 feet of snow. Fucking ditch. Fucking 4-foot drifts already. Gotta get her done though. Alright, look at this. Finally, after 3 feet of fucking digging through the snow, I get in here and we got water. My pipe's down in there. Try vacuuming it out. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Your job's so easy. I could do that. Oh yeah. Fuck you. Look at this fucking shit. Thinking I do nothing on the job, playing in the fucking water in winter. Fuck! Just fucking around, more fucking around. Out here in the fucking wind. My twine got all fucked up. Yeah, Jared, we're all working hard. Yeah, fuck, are you out here fucking 12, 14 hours a fucking day in the snow and the mud and the rain all summer long, fucking working weekends? I fucking doubt it. You haven't done fuck all. In the ground. Got a cleave here backfilling. Wish the snow held off. A couple more weeks, we would have had everything done. But that's the way it goes this time of year. Beauty of a day. Down in my hole. Just trying to suck in a customer drop here. Just waiting for my suction. Always waiting to get sucked in. There we go. Doesn't take long. Sometimes. Yeah, we've had this vac truck here pretty much all summer and fall, and now into the winter. It's costing nearly $300 an hour, so you can imagine the bill at the end. But it's what it takes. These trucks aren't cheap, you know, 200-300 grand for one of these fuckers. Winter. There's that one. Looking for the other one here. So yeah, we've got our main backhaul portion done, but into these neighborhoods and side streets, there's a lot of spurs and additional vaults that we have to do. So the priority was the main backhaul, and now we're trying to wrap up all the additional neighborhoods. Thanks to Ready Mix. Wouldn't have been able to get this project done without them, that's for sure. Big thanks to Chris here. Great work. I'm thinking it came up here somewhere. Right in line here with these weeds maybe, but I just can't find it. Still vacuum. Turns out this drill shot right through there to there. I thought it was going over there. So we got to move the frickin' vault and install it in a new spot next to that pole. Set us back a few hours. Better do it now. That's a bad one. I honestly can't believe that's still working. I don't know how the fuck. Out of there. Yeah. Guess there's a 1/4 inch or so in there. I mean, definitely gives a guy a reality check when you fuck up like that. We'll get this fixed up and back to good. Today in fiber optic adventures, will the generator even fucking start?
Cut it right.
Yeah, I don't know about this either. It's the shit we're dealing with out here, you know? Ain't too fucking easy. Think warm thoughts, buddy. buddy over there in the other vault digging, and I'm here set up. Minus 25. It's actually warmed up a bit. It was minus 30 this morning when we started. And got the other conduit into the vault here, and we're just gonna pull the fiber in, and that should wrap it up for this section of south side of Highway 20 in the Eclipse. We're almost done. Hopefully getting ready to suck the last fiber in of the season. Got them both parked for the season. Time for the shop, and get them good to go for next year. Been in this building 15 years. Bittersweet. Say goodbye here for the last few days. If you're still here, thank you. This brings us to the end of the video and the end of an era. This wasn't an easy job, and I have a new appreciation for anyone that works in underground utilities. Thanks for everyone who helped out with this project. I couldn't have done it without you. I personally may have lost more than I gained on this project because it went way over budget, and there was countless overtime hours that I will never get paid for. But thanks again to everyone who helped out and everyone who supported it. We'll catch you on the next one.